There's a way out of this matrix, and it's called the G.U.N pyramid. And G.U.N is an acronym which stands for God, universe, and nature. Let's break free from this matrix together, guys. This mental matrix that I'm talking about, it's a system that teaches us to measure our worth based on our purchases. Things like what type of car we have, the size house we have, or if we have a house at all, the shoes we wear, the clothes we wear, how many followers we have, how many likes we have. Guys, not only that, the matrix has got us out here spending faster than we can earn, consuming quicker than we can digest. And then we want to call that stuff success. And we're teaching this to our children. Welcome to Win-Win with Gwen, hosted by Gwendolyn Shores, author, inspirational speaker, transformational coach, and CEO of Minds Above Matters. This is the podcast where your dreams ignite, limits shatter, and action leads to the life that you deserve. Your breakthrough starts here. Hello, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Win-Win with Gwen. I am your host, transformational coach Gwendolyn Shores, and I'm so happy to have you guys back here again today. And if it's your first time, welcome, welcome, welcome. Guys, I want you to stop, take a minute, and give yourselves a high five for showing up today, because you know what? Not everybody is showing up, trying to become the best version of themselves. But look at you. I see you. I love you, and I believe in you 101%. And until you can believe in yourself just as much, I'm going to always be here for you on Win-Win. And for those of you who are already there, also want to sustain until they believe in themselves in that manner. Because we're here to win on Win-Win with Gwen. Guys, today we're going to have a wake-up call. That's right, a wake-up call. We are going to be talking about the Matrix. And not the movie, The Matrix, not the digital code, but the mental matrix. That part of the matrix that keeps you feeling small, that makes you feel sick inside, that makes you feel broke. That part of the matrix. And here's the good news, guys. All that sound negative, but guess what? There's a way out of this matrix, and it's called the G.U.N pyramid. And G.U.N is an acronym which stands for God, universe, and nature. Let's break free from this matrix together, guys. So what is the matrix? What is this mental matrix that I'm talking about? When I say I'm not talking about the digital or the codes, I'm talking about the real matrix. Not the one that's plugged into your phone, not the one that's plugged into to anywhere, but the one that's plugged into your mind. It's a system. It is a system that teaches us to measure our worth based on our purchases. Things like what type of car we have, the size house we have, or if we have a house at all, the shoes we wear, the clothes we wear, how many followers we have, how many likes we have. Guys, not only that, the matrix has got us out here spending faster than we can earn, consuming quicker than we can digest. And then we want to call that stuff success. And we're teaching this to our children. We're teaching our children that happiness is for sale. And that's a trap. That's this matrix that I'm speaking of. We've got to wake up, guys. Because if we don't, the results of being in the matrix is death, burnout, emptiness, and a generation that's out here repeating the cycle and maybe doing it faster and deeper than we did. You know, they only get smarter, faster, quicker. So yeah, we've got to do something, because it's not just about us, it's about our children. So let's talk about this G.U.N pyramid, this way of getting yourself out of the matrix. So we're talking about God, universe, and nature. God, your spiritual center, your moral compass, the source of peace that no purchase can ever buy. That's that G. Then there's the U, the universe, the energy that mirrors your intention. Because guess what? Whatever you put out, whether it's fear, faith, or focus, it's going to multiply. And then let's talk about the N, nature, the foundation of your physical world. I'm talking about your body, your food, your air, your environment. The matrix is affecting all of that in a negative manner, and you have to stop it. When those three things that I mentioned are aligned, you become grounded. When you're off balance, that's when the matrix is winning. So you've got to stay focused on God, universe, and nature. You've got to start to focus on those areas because this is how the matrix controls. Let me tell you how it does. Matter of fact, let's call the matrix a consumption system because that's what it is. It causes you to consume every ad, every QR code, every swipe to buy. All of that is designed to shorten the space between wanting something and buying something. It narrows it down. They don't even give you time to think about if you really need it or not. And Amazon, Instagram, TikTok, Apple Pay, DoorDash, it's all one web. Look, they've turned intention into currency. Huh? They've taken convenience and turned it into control. They are controlling us through convenience. That's not evil, but it's dangerous if you are asleep. And that's why it's time for us to wake up. The matrix thrives when you stop asking questions and just click, 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 click. Put it in the cart for later. Go back, look in the cart, and go and get it again later. Maybe you tried to talk yourself out of it, but it's so easy. The credit card is already attached. All you got to do is tap, purchase. That credit card is not good for you, honey. Let me tell you what. Debt is a modern day bondage. We borrow for things that don't build us. They don't build us at all. Matter of fact, we just stack up stuff we don't even need. And then we hustle to pay for what's already gone. Or we hustle to pay for things we don't even use anymore. Credit cards promise freedom, but delivers change. Oh, it's easy to get it, gives you the freedom to get it. But honey, every dollar you overspend is a vote for the matrix. But every dollar you save gives you intention, and that's power. Those credit card people, you don't pay them, that messes with your peace. You're gonna have to start doing something. So let's start today. I want you to review the last 30 days of your spending habits. And then I want you to look at the things that you spent. Name your matrix triggers. What makes you buy without thinking? Is it that credit card that's connected? Is it the stations you're watching on television? Figure it out. And then look, I want you to replace some of the things that causes you to spend. Where are you when you spend? Try to get yourself out of those situations or circumstances and replace it with something positive. Because there is a price to pay for consumption. And that price is our minds, even our bodies, what we put on and what we wear, what we eat. So our mind, body, and earth. Let me tell you something. We've actually traded our health for big cars, bigger houses. We've actually given up our peace. Guys, even the things we wear has been compromised because of how much we spend. They have to keep producing so fast, they just pretty much throw anything together, food and clothes. Many of the clothes today that we wear contains microplastics and dyes that irritate our skins because they've got to produce faster than we spend. We are eating processed foods, artificial scents, disrupting our hormones, different fragrances I'm talking about. We're literally poisoning ourselves and we're paying for it. And the more we purchase, the faster we purchase, the quicker things are created that are not good for us to consume or wear. The curse, yeah, our overspending has become our curse. We must try and return to nature. I mean, start somewhere. Start with one clean meal a day, one natural product, one deep breath exercise. I mean, you can even start with something as simple as reading your labels. Because let me tell you something about these food labels, honey. If you can't pronounce it, more than likely your body can't process it. And that's just my motto. Simple means a lot when it comes to your nutrition. So I mean, just pick one of the things I just mentioned and start there. And if you fail at it, get back up and keep trying to make it a habit, okay? Because we have to program our minds so that we can teach the next generation what to do. What you model becomes your children's belief system. Did you know that? If they see you shop to escape emotions, maybe that's why you shop this way. They're going to do the same. Or if they just see you becoming an impulsive buyer for whatever reason, they're going to think that that's normal. If they see you ground yourself in faith, gratitude, and simplicity, they're going to follow and they're going to do that too. We have to start replacing these things that I mentioned with connection. Connection like family walks, shared meals again, sit back at the dinner table and have real conversations with one another. Teach your children that joy isn't delivered, it's created. It is so easy to just have everything delivered to your door. Food, anything that can be delivered to your door that fast, it's got to be bad for you. Think about that. So how do you align with the gun pyramid? Because you have to stay in alignment. I'm always talking about alignment. You stay in alignment with the gun pyramid by focusing on God, Your spiritual alignment is what I'm talking about. If you're going to be in alignment, start each day with gratitude. I want you to pray, meditate, and do breathing exercise. And ask yourself, what does stewardship look like for you today? The second thing, in order for you to stay in alignment when it comes to the universe, because the universe is energy alignment. I want you to be intentional. Visualize what you value, not what you want, but what you value, because you attract what you are prepared to handle. Then that's that nature. See, nature is your physical alignment. In order to stay aligned with nature, you need to move your body. You need to eat from the earth. You need to reduce the chemicals in your home, the chemicals on your plate, and in your daily routine. What are you doing to your body when it comes to chemicals? When your spirit energy and body work together, the matrix loses. You stop reacting, you start creating. You're no longer depending on these quick purchases that you're making, unnecessary purchases. You are literally reclaiming your freedom. You don't need to unplug from life now. That's not what I'm telling you. I'm not telling you to stop having fun, stop living your life, and stop buying anything. You just need to wake up to how fast it's moving. Everything you need is already within the gun pyramid. Faith gives you peace. Tension gives you power. Nature gives you balance. And these are the things that you need to start focusing back on. Because all the matrix does is feed you fear. But you can choose to feed yourself freedom. You can choose to feed yourself freedom over fear. Because that's just how powerful you. Guys, if this message hit your spirit, I don't want you to be a gatekeeper. Share this with someone. And by all means, don't forget to like and follow and share this episode. I want you to tag someone who needs to wake up. And before we go, give yourself one more high five because you showed up and you learned. And now is the time to do the work. And you're doing it. I always say you've got to do the work. Guys, this is win-win with Gwen. And remember, I see you. I love you. And I believe in you 101%. But what's even more powerful than me believing in you 101% is if you believe in you 101%. And there's some of you out there who do. But for the ones who don't, just believe that I know how great you are. And go with that until you're strong enough to believe the same. I'll see you guys back next week, the same spot, same time, 6:15 every Friday. And Win with Gwen is always a win. See you guys later.